What is up, everyone? It's Snuffster Network back with another edition of Snuffster's podcast. We're on episode 4 right here. Now, before we begin this episode, I just want to encourage you to check out my channel. I've posted a lot of driver guessing videos with just like a picture of a driver and the name's blacked out. You just try to guess who it is for fun, I guess. And I've also posted some short stop motions that I think turned out pretty good. So make sure to check those out. But without further ado, we have a lot of random NASCAR news to cover today. Just gonna do another one of those brief go over silly season stuff. So Kyle Busch, we all know the thing that just last year, like the first half of this year, no one would have expected him to go to Richard Childress Racing after being with the 18 team for so long. But that's what he's doing. Of course, Almirola also surprised everyone by staying with Stuart Haas Racing. And then, of course, there's Joey Logano. August 24th, he signed a multi-year contract extension, so he'll be staying in the 22 car. And then, of course, there's Zane Smith. He's staying with Front Row Motorsports for a while with some opportunities in Xfinity and Cup coming up. Of course, Zane Smith made his first career Cup start this year at Gateway, and he did pretty good in that 17 car. And then Ryan Blaney is staying with Penske for a while. Bubba Wallace is staying at the 23 for a while, of course. And then Noah Gragson, after Ty Dillon's just 1 year, Noah Gragson will be taking over the 42 car. And Eric Jones is extended his contract in the 43. But Ty Dillon, as I said, he doesn't have a ride at all next year. So Ty Dillon's in trouble there. He is like one of the top contenders. We've seen Ty Dillon; he can do good at super speedways. He's had some of his best runs. He also had that classic stage battle with Clint Boyer at Bristol a few years back. That was intense. And then, of course, his NASCAR Xfinity win at Indy a while back. Tyler Reddick staying with Richard Childress Racing, but after that, he is going to 2311 in 2024. And then, of course, Martin Truex Jr. said this last episode, but again, he confirmed he's staying. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is also staying with JTG for multiple more years, so expect to see that 47 car around for a while. And then there's Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs will be replacing Kyle Busch, most likely. Yeah, he's replacing Kyle Busch. He's done okay in his Cup starts. Definitely not top, but he's had to go against a lot of veterans. And then Daniel Suarez, he expected to get a new contract pretty soon, so he's definitely at the prime of his career. And then, of course, there's Project 91. Who knows who we're gonna see in that car next? Kimi Räikkönen, of course, getting taken out in that, and then Ryan Preece. He's still waiting for a ride. NASCAR.com's poll for does Preece drive the number 10 next year has a 59% of people that said yes. I mean, it was believable early in the year, but not anymore. And then Kyle Larson and HendrickCars.com, they've extended with Hendrick Motorsports through the year 2026. So he's going to be with them for a while, so don't expect him to go anywhere. And then here's something interesting, though. McLaren is considering Kyle Busch to race in the Indy 500. So Kyle Busch, Kurt ran the Indy 500 a while back, and he was pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure he actually won Rookie of the Year just based off of that. But now McLaren is working with Kyle Busch. They're most likely going to be sponsored by Menards, that iconic. We saw that come into the sport with Paul Menard. His dad, literally, it's his family company. And we just continue to see it stick with the Wood brothers. Of course, Matt DiBenedetto ran it. And, yeah, so that'll be interesting if we see Kyle Busch in IndyCar. And let's just discuss ARCA really quick. So, after Bristol, that was the most recent race. Nick Sanchez has the points lead, but it's only a 5-point gap over Daniel Dye. So they're the top two in points right at the moment. So it's a pretty close points battle there. Raja Caruth is the only other driver over 800 points. It's pretty unlikely he's gonna win, but he's still gonna keep going. And then there's Greg Van Alst in 4th place. Crashed out at Kansas. He finished 14th at Bristol. And yeah, you can just keep going through it. Sammy Smith is in 6th, and I'm pretty sure he's not even full time. There's only like 5, 6 full time drivers. So yeah, that's the top 10 in points there. If you look through the ARCA standings, you can see, like, if you haven't really paid attention to ARCA at all, you might be surprised to see Brandon Jones in 19th. He's made a few starts this year, 5 to be exact, and he won 3 of them. Here's one of the final things I'm going to go over. Sure, some of you remember Scott Riggs, NASCAR driver from the early 2000s and I think into the 2010s as well. But his son, Lane Riggs, has become the youngest ever NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series champion, and he beat out the defending title driver, Peyton Sellers, who set the previous record back in 2005 when he was 21. But yeah, 20-year-old Lane Riggs, son of Scott Riggs, is the youngest champion in that NASCAR series. And finally, here's something interesting that popped up. Kyle Busch's son, Brexton, sure a lot of you have heard of him. He raced it was actually today, so he raced Christopher Bell's new Micromania at Little Texas Motor Speedway, the little sprint cars. He outran Kyle Larson's son. Son to win that dirt race. So Owen Larson, sadly for Kyle Larson, did not win. And yeah, I kind of breezed through that news. It's only been 7.5 minutes, so guess I could go over Nitro type stuff. My team keeps going up and down, and I did an over 100 session yesterday because I was staying home sick from school, like kind of a cough and runny nose, so I didn't go to school. Somehow my team's 793rd with only 97 races in the last 24 hours, and they like all came from me. I'll go through like the breakdown if any of you actually care about that. I'm the most recent one to race, Nexus Gamer, one of my staff members over on the Custom Nitro Type Creations Wiki, Shadow, someone I've known from there for a while, Speedy Taco, no one's even gonna know who these are, JJ, who went like 5 months without racing, but I kept him. Goes down to Pupcat, I don't even know who the heck that is, that I've raced today. Humor Mike, Nate is Better, I've raced recently. Also, Jules707 raced yesterday. She got her team auto disbanded and joined mine, so that was nice. She used to own a top team, and yeah. But there's not really anything new in Nitro Type at all, except the season. What do I think of the season? It's pretty nice. I definitely I'm at level 15. I definitely want to get that level 19 car though. It's definitely the best one in the season. And of course, it's like the only one that's not actually fitting into the theme of Nitro TV. I also was happy with the weekly shop. I saw Sold's video recently about how they should bring the yacht back, and they did. And I was happy with that, although buying the yacht plus the sushi trail wasted $7.15 million out of my bank account. But other than that, it was worth it. So yeah, that'll do it for this edition of Snuffster's podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.